Christy, thank you. Election Day is 6 weeks away, but by next year's election season, looking ahead, some voters in Onondaga County might be casting ballots in newly shaped districts.
That's because of a flaw found in the 2021 redistricting process. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan hears from both political parties about their conflicting vision of the path forward.
To understand the ruling, we begin with the history. The 2020 census required reconfiguration of Onondaga County's legislative districts. The first map, drawn by a Republican-led committee, was vetoed because districts weren't close enough in population size. The second map, drawn by the legislature itself, was opposed by the Democratic minority, alleging a district with black voters was broken up and unlike communities were forced together.
I know where I live, right? I know where I live over in the town of Geddes. I know that's a little piece of Geddes and Westvale doesn't go all the way down to Atisco Lake. You know, you don't need to be a professional mapper to understand that. You don't need a professional mapper to know that the village of Manlius should be taken out of the town of Manlius and sent down to all the south towns.
Democrats took Republicans to court, where a new problem has since been discovered. The districts didn't account for its out-of-area prisoners. Both parties agreed the flaw now requires a third map. What Republicans, including the county executive, plan to be a simple fix, Democrats see as an opening to start over.
We have an attorney, they have an attorney. No, I think that I think we have a gentleman's agreement right now on how this is going to go. We just need to place these folks at the address that they identify as home and make some tweaks and adjustments.
We're going to ask for far more because if there are some slight modifications, those maps are still going to be unfair, right? Those maps are still going to be, if they make maps that are slight modifications, they still will not be in compliance with New York state law.
Regardless of the process, what's guaranteed by law, at least 2 public hearings, one in the county legislature chambers, the other hosted by the county executive, and the maps have to be finalized by the 2025 county elections. In Syracuse, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.
Andrew, thanks very much for a very clear breakdown of this whole issue. Now, full disclosure, legislator Chris Ryan, who you heard from there, is leading the lawsuit and currently running as the Democratic candidate for state senate against Republican Nick Perro.